Hey everybody, we are back on Thursday night with some 3DH action, and this week we did a randomizer, and it's gonna be in the video on YouTube. If you watch the YouTube video, you'll already know all this, but for those of you who didn't watch, what we did is we used edhrec.com, and we went and they have a little button up at the top right that says Random Commander. So we clicked that, and then we each had 2 skips that we could use, and Roundtable got to go first. And he ended up with Shuyun. And then, well, the first one we all skipped. It was what? Daxos? Not Daxos. Who was it?
Yeah, it was
it was new Daxos.
Oh, it was new Daxos. Yes, it was new Daxos. Mono white Daxos. And everybody skipped that. And then Roundtable picked up Shuyun, and I picked up Grand Lord Rada. And then Grey Cloud skipped on Thalia, and Aethes took Thalia. And then Grey Cloud got Rafik. So that's kind of how it kind of all played out. When we were doing the selection process, but we each had 2 skips that we could use, and we all used one of our 2 skips. Well, Gray technically used both, I guess, but
everyone used their skips for the definitely make sure this mono white life gain garbage got out of here.
Yeah, nobody wanted to play the mono white life gain garbage, especially since it's just a garbage mono white life gain commander. Like,
it just gains you life. It's not one of the ones that actually does something with it.
Yeah. But, yeah, so we're gonna get hands and things, and we will be right back with the game. Hey, we're back and have hands and things, and we're gonna get into the game. So, I won the die roll, and I get to go first. I am playing Grand Warlord Rada. It has haste, and whenever 1 or more creatures you control attack, add that much mana in any combination of red or green. Until end of turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. And it costs 2 and Gruul. We're going to start it off with a turn 1 play. A burb. Look at the burb. It's pretty burb.
Oh my god, it's a burb.
The burb. Before he makes all my creatures enter the battlefield tapped, I might as well burb first. Alright, but that's kind of like... I was kind of on the fence, actually, with keeping this commander, just because I obviously just played Gruul tokens in the last match with Omnomnath, but I tried to play a very different sort of Gruul tokens. More stuff like this, and less stuff like landfall effects.
Makes sense.
Hashtag bolt the burb. Aethes, what you got for us?
I'm bringing Thalia Heretic Cathar, the second version of Thalia. And it's your basic mono white tempo stacks kind of thing. Here to make sure no one else is having any fun.
The only reason you're allowed to do this is because it's a randomizer.
Hey.
The only reason you're allowed to make everyone else miserable is because it's randomized.
Oh, come on. It wouldn't be that bad.
So, Grey Cloud, how are you going to beat Aethes in the face before he locks us all out of the game?
Well, I've got artifact and enchantment removal in here. I've got some creature removal, and there's one thing about Exalted that makes it so good, and that's the fact that when you only attack with 1 creature, it gets so many buffs. So I've got a bunch of ways to ensure that there's only 1 creature attacking and 1 creature blocking.
Oh.
Sounds smart.
Do I? Probably just send a message. Catch.
Sending a message, eh?
Catch.
Oh my god.
Catch a burb. I don't have reason to use the burb, so catch a burb. You have officially received an attack from Phyrexian. You received the first Phyrexian attack.
Oh my god. I don't know if I can handle this kind of pressure.
You can't, sir. You can't. Let me assure you that you can. It's gonna get so much worse. Not really. It's an Avacyn's Pilgrim. Uh-oh. He's ramping. Kill him first. He's using turn 1 ramp on turn 2. Kill him first. Do you not have another land? Gray Cloud.
It looks like it.
Gray Cloud. And he didn't have that ramp in hand. That was his draw. Is he hoping to draw land? He must have like ramp on 2 or something. Surely to God. He said his hand was keepable. Surely didn't lie to us.
Hopefully. Is it Guild Mage, eh?
Uh-oh. Copy target instance spell you control. Okay. Uh-oh. This is just for the things that you are going to target your creatures with.
It makes sense to me.
He's probably more of a value card, and it's probably one of the cards that's least needed in the deck. But he's there, and we'll see. We'll see if he lives long enough to do anything.
So, Aethez, you were officially attacked by me, right?
Yeah.
Good, I don't have to attack you again. Gray Cloud, catch. And before anyone says anything, I'm just going around the table, okay?
Definitely don't have it out for Gray Cloud or something.
I do not have it out. No, for nothing. I really don't. I'm just attacking around the table. If I have profitable attacks on round table next turn, he'll have to catch. If I don't have profitable attacks on round table, I'll have to actually think about it. But
spoiler alert, I'm gonna get punched in the face next turn.
Oh. It's Athalia. Creatures and non-basic lands your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. Tapped.
They sure do.
Tapped. That's a rampant growth. There it is. There it is. He did have ramp on too.
He's getting there.
Hey X2, how you doing tonight? Oh, Kate says she knows why it's keep. Ooh, now he has all 3 of his colors. Guess I didn't draw a land again that turn.
And now round table definitely doesn't have profitable blocks.
Ooh.
I mean, even if he came in untapped, I still wouldn't necessarily consider trading 2 of my creatures for 1 of his profitable.
Ah, come on, that's definitely profitable.
Round table, catch.
Okay.
Sprout Swarm.
Yep, I made a sprout. Look at me making sprouts. Entered the battlefield tapped for some reason.
Sprout Swarm, totally one of my favorite plays.
You are positively swarming.
I definitely should have held on to that and did it instant speed, but I wanted to yield. So, I guess my bird is still untapped. Never mind, I can't yield anyway. So I definitely should have held on to it and done it. Because it's not like I needed the 1 mana from Grand Warlord to do that. Ooh. Aethez just gets an extra land and passes.
Yeah, sometimes you just don't want to spend your mana on your own turn.
Uh-oh. Simic Signet, eh? Gray Cloud is ramping. Just not playing lands. Oh, Gray Cloud. Oh, painful. I actually might join you on the no land club next turn. It just depends on what my draw is, to be honest. Gray Cloud, if you were speaking, no one hears you.
I'm not speaking right this second. It's because I'm looking for my remote to where I can pause my TV so that there's not a whole lot of background noise.
Oh. Oh, he's searching frantically.
So much searching.
Targeting is it Guild Mage to give it double strike?
To have the option to give it double strike if I pay the mana I don't have.
I mean, you know, you should have untapped with Frantic Search first.
Yep, that's definitely how that card works.
That is 100% how that card and Shuyun work together. I don't know how you didn't know that.
I did. Hard to say.
Possible to know. Primal Amulet, you say. Woo! He's popping off over there. Jeskai Spellslinger Shuyun.
Giving me the option of double strike. Just trying to be fair with those. Where you're pointing that stuff, huh?
Yeah, next turn it's the Avacyn's Pilgrim, then a Sapperling.
Sounds good.
He won't be big enough to block on my turn anyway, so I might as well punch Phyrexian in the face.
What? That just makes me want to punch you, though. Ouch. It's 5 whole commander damage, sir. Man, that Thalia sucks. Because otherwise this Sapperling token would be biting the big one right now.
Oh, I sure would not have blocked or attacked if the Sapperling token was there.
I know.
Haha. Incidental value.
Should have attacked him instead. He didn't have profitable blocks either.
Probably just scared of my open mana.
Probably.
I did consider the Mana Tithe before casting the Primal Amulet, and then I was like, I can afford for the Primal Amulet to die if that's the case.
I mean, do it this way for the lulz. I declared attacks at all 3 of you.
Yep. I will take 0 bird damage.
That's a burb. So, make it a tree.
Make it a tree?
Yeah,
How rude.
0/4 tree. I think we all know what's coming next.
I'll just put it out there before your end step.
Okay, I'm totally gonna search my library a bunch. That actually does affect like.
If I draw into some of my ramp, I'm liable to punch you with this.
You just gotta remove that Aven Mind Sensor. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's totally fine.
I'm not feeling up for this. Get this off my commander.
If I'm making you use a Fragmentize on a Lignified, then I think I've done my job.
And sure, let's do this.
Uh-oh, everybody. Uh-oh.
I wouldn't worry about it. It's probably fine.
I'm looking at the rebuild zone right now, and we'll decide that in a second.
Why are there so many good options? Eeny, meeny, miny. You.
Rule of Law. 1 spell turn, huh? That seems like a thing Roundtable would not like.
I mean, maybe.
I actually don't know how much it affects my deck. I don't know how much my deck is wanting to cast more than one.
Let's just hit Grey Cloud in the air with a bird.
I am back. I heard things were affecting me.
A bird is slapping you.
He just searched up for a rule of law, so it's not affecting you currently, but I'm figuring with the way your deck looks set up right now, probably not something you want to have to deal with.
That would be a pretty good assumption.
Whereas my deck
Hey,
has a
Grey
lot of
Cloud
things
found a
like
land.
Sprout Swarm and mana sinks for making tokens, so I can cast one of those and then use the rest of my mana on, tokens.
Now I have decisions to make.
What's your decisions to make?
I can either cast my commander,
Good option.
or I can somewhat slow Phyrexian down.
Also a good option.
I mean, you're afraid of my 1/1 tokens?
Yes.
They're terrifying, I have to grant you.
Actually, never mind. I'm just going to ramp some more.
Be careful. Oh, okay, that works. Why did you just tap the one land?
Because I don't need the blue. I'm keeping my green up in case either Round or Aethes plays something stupid.
Oh, okay.
I can promise I will not be playing something stupid until it's my turn.
Yeah, all those things are untapped.
But what does Roundtable have for the party?
Great question. Absolutely nothing, he says.
Roundtable has mana to hold up.
I have children that are having issues.
Well, what does Phyrexian have? Does Phyrexian have a land?
He does not, unfortunately.
It does not look like Phyrexian has a land, no.
No, he does not, unfortunately, have a land. Sorry, Gray. It's nothing personal, man.
It's definitely something personal.
My deck just kind of wants mana at this point. Try to do things. And I'm not drawing lands, so...
And here I am, getting hit with Grand Warlord Rada.
Yeah, Rada felt like hitting you. I don't know why.
She just doesn't appreciate all Thalia does to help.
Oh no, never mind.
Never mind what. Oh, Nature's Claim.
Are you serious? I don't have any lands. This is ramp for me.
It's okay. I give you more life instead.
Oh. Okay, Gray. War has been declared.
War were declared.
I literally just said, like, I'm making the play so I can get ramp, so I can actually do things instead of having 4 mana. And the second someone casts a board wipe, I have 4 mana. And you're like, oh yeah, I'll blow up your ramp. Instead of waiting for the rule of law that could come out next turn.
I mean, how bad is a rule of law, really? Let's just tap the life you were given a little bit back down. Let's see what Grey Cloud has up his sleeves. Because you've ramped a decent amount. See, there we go. Perfect answer. Well, not perfect. It's 3 mana compared to 1, but...
Yep.
Feels like an effect that's hating on Phyrexian just a little bit.
Particularly since it also, like... So basically, he's denied me a
Now-
ramp for 2
Now I just need
things.
to draw my instants and sorceries so that my Gutter Snipe actually does things.
Why does Gutter Snipe need to do things?
1 turn.
And so my Guild
Like
Mage and my
that's fair.
Shooter can do things. And so my Amulet actually does things. They all require me to play instants, and I have none.
Why do any of those cards need to do anything, Roundtable? That sounds like you're asking a lot. Can't they just be nice decorations?
I had to try it, but it didn't work.
Sorry, Phyrexian.
I mean, look, you have an even 9 sensor. That means my ramp probably misses. He blows up my Growing Rights, then plays Dueling Grounds, so I can't ramp that way. Like, I'm sitting here on 4 mana and I'm not going to play the game.
Worth noting, other than yield all and using the individual yield through the turns, the game will not let me set yields on my taskbar. Oh, I see why.
Why is that?
Nope, that didn't do anything either. The little lock icon was locked, but it's still not letting me.
Yeah, for me it's saying that action is temporarily disabled. So maybe trying to set stops was breaking something. Or trying to yield was breaking something, so they're like, well, we need to take care of this.
I guess on the plus side, at least I don't have 4 more draws that weren't going to be land anyway.
That sure is an Haven Squire. What else you got? A slightly bigger bird.
I don't know. As far as 1/1 birds go, becoming a 5/5 is definitely a bit more than slightly.
Nope, slightly. It's only slightly bigger.
It'll be 7/7 next turn. Axe min-
Jeskai Ascendancy, eh? Gonna give the Absence Pilgrim double strike now?
I cannot, as I only have one red/white.
Here's all your mana fixing.
Well, clearly I haven't drawn it.
The swarm is sprouting.
Deck, if you could draw me a card draw spell, that would be super right about now.
That sounds like you're asking a lot.
And yes, I'm going to keep hitting Gray when I can because he's done more to prevent me from playing this game than the Stax deck has.
That is kind of funny. The god Pharaoh is here.
That's
in
pretty annoying.
Statuary form. It's just a little bit more taxing. You're happy to pay your god Pharaoh, right?
The irony of is that this deck briefly had God Pharaoh's Devoted in here.
Isn't that the one that just like gains life if you cast bolus colored spells?
Yeah, and I'm playing red and blue, so it would have drawn me or gained me some amount of life.
Some amount.
Ultimately, it was in the pile of things that seemed like a neat idea that you give up on when you're at about the 60 to, or the 70 to 80 card rank.
Is it Roundtable or Phyrexian that's dead?
No.
Phyrexian has a flying blocker.
Oh, Phyrexian does have that bird. I also have a bird.
You have two
You do.
birds. You have two burbs. He just must want those burbs dead.
He just hates birds. What do you have against birds?
Maybe he has a thing against hippogriffs.
Yeah, that's more understandable.
I just knew I wasn't dead to the burb because I have a burb.
I mean, I also assumed I was not dead unless somehow he has 3 mana out of 1 mana to do something.
He just must really want to kill you. But it's going to take him 3 swings, and that's only if you play no more flyers and don't board wipe in response to the threat. Which I guess you could not have a board wipe. Seems like if you board wipe right now, one card in hand, very might.
Just maybe.
That is the advantage of having no mana to play your spells, is that you don't play your spells. Well, I guess I've cast a Spout Swarm like 5 times, so, or 3. I've cast it a lot. So you know that card might. Round table just sitting there doing nothing. Oh, oops. Somebody do something. Something. I forgot to Sprout Swarm.
I am trying to will
have
a proper portion of my deck into existence.
You really got to focus on aligning your chakras for that.
I did just buy a new mattress, so hopefully that helps.
Strictly speaking, a double.
No, you can. Only one creature can block right now.
Oh. Never mind then. Forgot about the blocking clause on that card. Okay, here you go. Catch. She only has eyes for you.
Quick, monk, get under this bus. This entire elf-shaped bus.
Giant elf. Doot. Make Sapperling.
You have created a Sapperling.
The Sapperling business. You return the rule of law.
It's the only one I have in there.
Fair.
Yeah, let's.
Wacha-cha. Actually, ironically, the Dueling Grounds, yes, I guess it helps Gray in the fact, but I mean, if he hadn't burned so many bridges with me, 3.
I'm just trying to blow up all the creatures.
Fonts.
Oh no, sacrifice that permanent.
Make a centaur. Hey. Ouch.
Haha. One
What?
less.
I just like I played a lot during Onslaught and Odyssey and everything, and was very familiar with most of the centaurs. That token art, that's a pretty lackluster centaur.
Yeah, it's not a very great centaur, but it is a centaur.
It may not be the best centaur, but it's a pretty damn good one.
Right. You can't cast it with commander attacks.
Wahaha.
I really wish I'd drawn into my Crows and Grip instead.
Get rid of Godfarer's gift.
Yes.
Oh, come
Or
on.
Godfarrow's
Gift.
statue.
Oh, yeah, Godfarer's gift. Uh-oh. Murmuring Mystic, huh?
Now, whenever you cast an instant sorcery, you get Sleepy Birds.
I'll take them. I included several of the token makers as a way to defend myself against the low to the ground decks that I was anticipating.
Makes sense.
My deck has lots of tokens. I don't know about low to the ground, but it come on. Be a land or something that is neither of those things.
I like the guy buybacking Sprout Swarm and running Jade Mage says, I don't know about low to the ground.
I mean, arg, Centaur.
That's fair.
I think it. Ugh. I could have kept hitting Gray in the face, but it was Rada that had eyes only for Gray. These Centaurs, they haven't decided who they only have eyes for yet. Mainly because only one of them can attack at a time. Almost like playing a stacks effect when there's a stacks deck at the table, just helps the stacks deck.
No, that sounds like crazy talk.
Blind obedience, hey.
Maybe just a little bit of blind obedience.
Oh, let's go and do this then. In response. That way he'll be an untapped 3/3 at least. I don't know that anybody's going to have a way to give anything haste and hit me, but just in case.
That's fair.
Mask of Memory.
Yeah, it's decently tutorable card advantage in white.
Actually, of the cards in my hand, I can only cast Sprout Swarm with the Godfarrow's statue in play and 5 lands.
Sorry.
No, this is what I talked about. Like, my deck seems to like to draw the cards that are 5+ mana out of it. My converted mana cost is like 3.4, but it likes to draw the cards that are
right now. Your converted mana cost is like 5.6.
true. Horn of non-creatures.
He
So
did say he was
now,
going to.
if I drew a Cultivate or Kadama's Reach, I can't cast it.
Maybe you'll draw a land.
If I drew a land, I still don't think I can cast anything in my hand. Well, technically, I guess I could cast that. I guess I can cast.
It's Rafik.
Just enough to recast him. Watch him enter the battlefield tapped and die again. Game is grinding to a halt.
It's not quite that bad yet.
Kind of is.
It kind of is when I can attack with my 1/5 token generator into somebody and not be worried about getting, hit on the backswing.
Yeah, between the dueling ground and the stacks effects, yeah, right.
I might as well. I've got perfect mana to recast them for now.
Hey, positives.
Land? Nope, not a land.
That's right. I spent my turn 10 playing a 3-drop.
I attack Aethes with 1 centaur. I wonder why it's not more.
I will accept this 1 centaur of damage.
I would really love to draw Vandal Blast right about now.
Do you have enough mana to actually cast it? Yeah, you do. Because I don't. I wasn't even thinking Vandal Blast because I can't actually overload. I guess I could cast it to blow up one thing.
Yeah, we can just draw our Vandal Blasts back to back. I get the God Pharaoh's gift, and then you get the overload.
Technically speaking, I could cast. I don't really want to cast. Probably just gonna burden stone. Probably Sprout Swarm. Because Sprout Swarm, when you're having to pay 7 mana for it, or sorry, 8 mana now for it, is not that good. Not that good in general, but it's really not that good when you're having to pay 8 mana just to do it.
8 mana Sprout Swarm isn't that bad, is it?
Not as bad as the 10 mana Sprout Swarm it's gonna be now. I didn't even realize Thorn and Amethyst would be anywhere near 3DH budget though.
Yeah, no, it's super cheap.
Right
Man,
now, Sprout Swarm
feels bad to do, but I kind of have to do it just to not die next turn.
I don't know who you died to because you don't die to me.
Yes, I do.
If you equip Grafted Exoskeleton
Exoskeleton on
and
your
it doesn't have a
commander,
creature.
and then I die.
Oh, right. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, your commander with Grafted Exoskeleton just instantly kills anyone. They can't block. And I wasn't going to just sit there and assume you didn't have a way to remove a creature in your hand. Because that's how you get dead.
Poop them hooves back onto the board. That's what's going to take Aethes out and get this game back on track.
The Centaur Glade.
Just centaurs. More centaurs.
I mean, I would have done 6 damage to him last turn if not for Dueling Grounds. Be at 33.
Honestly, if only copying spells would let you choose different modes. I know some of them do, but none of the ones I had did.
Yeah, I mean, I would be interested in my deck too if it had lands. But
hopefully Grey Cloud won't be able to cast creatures for a while.
Grey Cloud blowing up my growing rights on that one turn, it really did set me back for like 50 turns.
I'm gonna
That's
be
obviously
honest.
hyperbole.
I was
but
actually upset that he blew up your growing rights because I would have been able to get an extra land off of Oresco's Explorer.
yeah, well, I would have just liked to have some mana. Which even now, I would still have one more mana. One more mana makes a difference.
Roundtable continuing to hold up mana.
Might just not be able to cast things in his hand either. Land, please, dear God. Well, it's a rampant growth that I have to pay 5 mana for, but you know what?
I really am sorry. Like this is what my deck is designed to do, but it's still I am a mixture of gleeful and kind of
Are
sad.
you copying it? You better be copying it if you're tapping mana. I will kill you.
Actually, you know what? I think I will copy it.
I cannot imagine how upset Frex would be if you were countering this.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie. I was totally just tapping it to troll you, and then you were like, "Are you gonna copy it?" And I was like, "Oh, I guess I could."
not only that, he did it for like 4 mana instead of 5. It's like he is still trolling me.
Yeah, he only had to pay 4 mana for his
You
rampant
could
growth.
just choose me for the rampant growth, and then we would be friends.
I don't think that's how it works.
Because you may choose new targets for the copy.
Rampant growth doesn't target.
I know.
You can just dream. I might as well loot
At this
too.
point, I've got a dream of lands because they aren't coming to me any other way.
I don't think I need this 5 mana enchantment. It can go bye-bye.
It's not like
You mean
I'm
that,
running
8
like
mana
30
enchantment?
lands or something insane. I'm running 36 or 7. I'm not sure exactly how many.
Well, for me, it's only 7. Or no, it's still 8.
And land tutoring go.
Sorry, I had to think about what color was best.
I would suggest not green. Not very useful advice, but sound. And I can guess where this centaur is going.
Garg,
Yep.
Centaur, Garg.
I am going to have to get used to the taste of eating that centaur smashing me in the face.
Yeah, that's very
Well, this is not the
Centaur.
same centaur that was smashing you in the face before. This is a new centaur.
Right.
This is like you just umbraged up into that forest, and they were not having it.
What I got is I got Centaur. Back with the Centaur. Rule of Law. Well, I'm not casting even one spell anytime soon unless I draw another land, so I'm not worried about that at all. I still have to draw 2 more lands just to cast most of the spells in my hand.
I still have to draw 2 lands just to recast my commander.
Yeah, sure do.
In fact, it's very likely I just make more centaurs. That is very likely. That's what happens.
More centaurs that can only attack me one at a time.
Yes, in single file line. They're just gonna line up to whack you in the face with this weird looking sword they have because of the dueling grounds. The irony is, if I could pick an artifact or enchantment to remove, it would probably be Godpharaoh's statue first, but dueling grounds would be pretty close second. Like it would not be out of the entire realm of possibility that I just would remove dueling grounds instead.
It would depend on how many centaurs you had at that particular time.
Yeah, I mean, right now, obviously, dueling grounds is like whatever. I only have one centaur that can be able to attack because you've got blind obedience. But... Yep, this game has ground to a halt. Nobody doing anything except Frex and pooping out centaurs, and hopefully getting land.
Ramp.
Ramp for 5.
I did ramp for 4. Now I'm doing ramp for 5. I'm gonna loot. Try to now I gotta make a hard choice actually. Let's get rid of this 15 mana artifact.
Not 15, right?
It's only
10. Like 10?
Yeah, that's double digits.
You could have cast that soon.
I kind of feel how you feel. I'm now. Land, please, dear God, thank the Lord.
It's the slowest possible plan in the universe.
And then the honest truth of the matter is, I still just make centaur.
Land, a land, my kingdom for a land.
Go centaurs!
Centaur.
Go, gadget centaur.
If we just keep hitting you in the face, these tax effects will go away eventually.
In the room, and apparently all that's going to happen is centaurs just going to run around.
I really shouldn't have done that because your last card could just be another board wipe, but I should have held on to it. But I
think I would board wipe 2 centaurs. Two centaurs don't kill me.
Well, especially when they can only attack one at a time.
Yeah. The only reason I board wiped was because if Grey Cloud was paying attention, he would have just killed me on his next turn. And I like being alive.
That's fair. Being alive is swell. Grey Cloud, what are you doing over there, bud? The game's slow enough without having to wait on you to yield to me attacking Aethes with the centaur.
Grey Cloud!
He must have walked away from the game again thinking that he had actually yielded when he didn't yield. I have a plan, Wolf, but it's very slow in coming together. I wonder why it's so slow in coming together. I have a plan too, but it involved a lot more mana than I have. Doing a lot more things than I'm
Can't you attack Grey Cloud?
I could. Rada only had eyes for him. Rada's dead. And I guess I could have technically... Nope, I don't have 8 mana. I couldn't recast her. Never mind. Oh, wait, no, I only need 7, right? No, I need 8. Never mind. Yeah, I couldn't recast her. So, yeah, Rada only has eyes for Grey. Rada's mad about the dueling grounds. My centaurs, they're just mad. They're mad lads. I wondered when that was going to happen. I figured it was just a matter of time. Before that Hedron archive got sacked.
Yeah, this seems like a good enough plan.
Oh, God. Doing damage to you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Hey, Grey Cloud, draw your frickin' austere command. Wait, do you even have enough mana to cast it? No, you don't. Never mind.
Don't even have austere command in here.
What are you doing with your life? Roundtable, you at least have an austere command.
Okay. The reason that I decided not to put austere command in here is because it doesn't often actually go off. And by the time it is able to go off, somebody's got removal for it.
Austere command is removal.
Oh wait, no, austere command. I didn't have enough in my budget to put austere command. I'm sitting on a board wipe in hand, but it takes let's see, 5, 6, 7.
A lot of mana.
Takes 9 mana to cast it.
Well,
Hey, you could draw it this turn.
You have 9 mana.
Oh, do you have 9 mana already? 1, 2. 9. Yeah, you already have 9 mana.
Yeah, but the only person it would really impact is Phyrexian.
Oh, it doesn't kill artifacts and enchantments?
No.
Oh, then why would you even talk about it? I was talking about a board right that actually did something. One has 4, right? Oh, you're definitely taking damage on my turn. You didn't take damage on Gray, so that's 1. Roundtable, do you have any way just to make him lose a life? It can be like throw something at him. I don't care. Throw your TV remote at him for all I care. Just do a little bit of damage. Just says he has to lose some life. It doesn't say a whole life, just some.
Just hit me for half a damage point.
I don't care. It's like a 1/10 of a damage point. That's what the card says. We'll activate.
Sadly, the only card in my hand that does damage only does it to creatures.
You should be able to recast Shu Yun by now.
I was just gonna say, irony of ironies is now I can recast Union. I mean, why not? Maybe then I can draw a spell, give him double strike, and go in a swinging somewhere.
Going to swing it at 8 Des, right? Come on, we're all agreed, right? He's the one that's making this game miserable. Well, the Dueling Grounds is also a little bit, but
oh, come on, it's not that miserable.
There's definitely a scale.
I think we all except for you beg to differ.
He knows how miserable.
Then beg.
Wait, oh gosh, look at this! Look at this!
More lands. Wow, crazy.
Rexian has lands that he's probably just gonna make centaurs with, but actually, you know what? No, we're gonna up the damage count.
Oh my god. That's 6 more damage.
It's 3 more damage than you were gonna take. There you go. Wham!
I don't know if I can handle this kind of pressure.
Probably can't. How are you still at 33?
Extort.
Stupid.
My favorite part is like the tone in which he said it, like had a hint of sarcasm, but honestly, at this point, a 6 damage clock is pretty potent.
I don't know, not with the extort, right? Doesn't extort just gain him 3 every turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it takes it from being parity to being an actual decrease.
Okay, so he's got Windborn Muse, so now we have to pay to attack him too.
Yep. Pay for everything.
I don't have to pay to make these sapperlings.
Staxing.
Would not have to pay sapperlings. Actually, at this point, if I got enchantment removal, I'd definitely remove the Dueling Grounds. As I feel like I can just deal with Aethes better if the Dueling Grounds isn't in play. I mean, Windborn Muse makes it hard, but I'm assuming Windborn Muse is going to have to block.
Probably.
Make sure you have enough to attack. Whatever you do. Oh, no. No. I mean, I guess if he doesn't block, he takes 5 infect, and then if he doesn't block again next turn, but he doesn't lose life. So Luminarx triggers, and he still gets a counter.
What? No, that's crazy talk.
So now he can just block Round Table, and his Luminarx is active.
What? No. That doesn't sound right at all.
Sounds exactly right.
He could have a pump effect right now that kills me.
I would hope so, but I doubt it for that. For 5 mana when it actually would cost 8 mana.
Oh, Round Table has something.
Oh, he can kill the Windborn Muse? Kill the Windborn Muse. Deal damage to his face.
I wish I did. I
I thought you said you had a way to deal damage to creatures.
have a way to deal 2 damage to creatures.
2 damage does not sound good enough. In fact, attacking me
Grey
would be a
Cloud.
complete waste of
Mistakes
damage,
were
so you
made.
should just hit Grey Cloud instead.
You had 7 to equip the Black Blade before. And then still swing 2. Pay for the 2 to swing. You had to either A, block, or B, take all that damage.
Hindsight is 2020. I forgot about the Luminarch Ascension, to be honest.
How did you forget about it? It's literally all I've been talking about. Have you not been listening to me?
Nah, he's not actually listening to the stream.
The stream he is currently part of.
Oh my gosh. Amazing card against.
But yeah, Round Table. That damage would totally be wasted coming at me. You should attack Grey Cloud with it.
That Windborn Mute.
I mean, yes, that's exactly what I'm planning to do. There is basically no universe where I'm not planning on doing this.
No.
Ooh, angels. The angels are online.
I think we're running out of time for Exian.
I know we're running out. I don't know what to do about it.
Hey, Phyrexian is getting more lands.
He can just make an angel to block if he wants to.
I mean, 6 damage is 6 damage. It's whatever. I'll make the angel in the second phase. Haha.
Okay, well, now we have another artifact enchantment to be removed for us to actually be able. Actually, it's probably the most need to be removed now. At least he can't attack with more than one of them. Now Dueling Grounds is sort of helping, I guess. Except he'll just have blocks for everything we ever attack him with.
Yeah, let's. Let's get some more taxing out there.
All these sapperlings and nothing to do with them.
Why would you need to do something with those sapperlings, huh?
I mean, I would definitely swing at your face with them. Then you probably would have just made more angels.
Probably.
It does have lots of saplings. Grey Cloud is being awful quiet.
I'm debating on what to do.
You should attack Phyrexian.
Definitely.
Or Round Table, actually. You should attack Round Table.
I don't know. Do you have removal for any of the things on Nathez's board?
Unfortunately, not.
Then I guess you do the best you can do and attack him and at least force him to block your 5/6 so he doesn't die. And then go from there. I would definitely attack first. You don't want extra.
Grey Cloud, what do you see?
I saw something that got pushed to the bottom.
They got pushed to the bottom, huh? Well, it has land now.
And no,
Thanks for tapping it before you tried to attack me.
A 100% round if you draw removal for artifacts or enchantment. Move Luminarchs. No, actually, just remove Dueling Ground.
Well, hopefully I draw enchantment removal in that case. Oh, that is
Artifact or enchantment. Remove the dueling ground, and I can
Um,
end our suffering for Aethes. And then Grey Cloud can wipe the board
Hey.
after I do.
This isn't suffering. It's fine.
And the whole thing will basically play a 3-player game.
Because I'll be dead.
well, I have bad news.
You can't remove.
I drew a bounce spell.
Bounce the dueling ground.
It'll bounce a lot more than the dueling grounds.
So you drew Cyclonic Rift.
Yeah, you got there.
I mean, as bad as it would be, you could single target it because I don't believe you've got enough mana to overload it.
I think he does, actually. 10?
Yeah, he does.
10 to overload, so he has enough to overload it.
And -1 from the Primal Amulet.
It's your choice. You could single target the dueling grounds, and if you do, I can kill Aethes on my next turn.
Well, that's right. You have haste.
I mean, I can make another 3/3, and I'll have 12.
Oh, you mean doing it that way?
Wait, I just have enough damage, I'm pretty sure, to kill him. Oh wait, Norn's Annex. No, I can't. Alright, I guess I could. I just have to take a whole. But I mean, I guess I take a whole heck of a lot of life to kill him.
As we say, the only other option is that I Psych Rift. Shuyun gets bigger and double strikes, so Shuyun would do 10, which would
Also
take.
can still make a flying blocker. I have to take a.
If I Psych Rift, the thing that makes his flying blockers goes away.
Okay, then hold on. Then you're gonna Psych Rift.
They're both valid options. I'm just not sure which one's right.
Psych Rift, but let me put Centaur Glade on the stack first, so I'll have a 3/3 and I can attack Aethes. I'll put the ability for Centaur Glade on the stack. Use Psych Rift in response to the ability, and then I get a 3/3 and I can still attack Aethes.
Yeah, that works too.
And we just start recasting spells. At least he only has 7 mana, right?
Yep.
Put Centaur Glade on the stack. He's going to create an angel.
Okay. I'll let the angel resolve and then overload my Psych Rift.
Ah, beautiful. Well done.
I mean, there's not really any way for me to not have that happen, so.
Yeah. You had the chance that he misplayed it. Can actually give Shuyun double strike and hit him for a bunch.
That was the original plan, was overload and double strike him in the face. This way just also gives you a 3/3 token.
Who also hit him in the face. Sorry, Aethes. You know this is what happens to stack stacks. If their stacks cannot be dealt with, they have to be dealt with.
I mean, Centaur Glade has been the MVP of this game.
I mean, yes, stacks is a valid play style. It's just not very fun to play against, and it causes games to go like this, where it's just like, God. What we draw. If it changes our play of recast Centaur Glade.
Oof.
Mm,
Ouch. My bones.
it would have been fun to see if I could have combat damaged the math enough to actually have killed.
Also, if I only dealt with the hunting rounds, there's a good chance I would have just died to the infecting.
That's fair.
Haste creatures, that's cheating.
I do have haste creatures. Actually, I have a couple haste creatures. I just haven't been able to cast because, being taxed.
Oh, that's definitely cheating.
So, I mean, I think this just does it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a route deck if it didn't have Hellkite Charger.
I mean, ugh. On the other hand, if I kill him, I'm just exposing myself to getting Shuyuned. Ironic. What's it worth to you for Aethes to be dead, Round Table? Can I get one turn without being bashed in the face with Shuyun on the crackback?
Sure, deck wasn't built to have Shuyun punch people anyway. This is more of the, that's plan C.
Alright. Boop. One turn where I don't get the crackback if I'm doing this.
Well, I am now hurt emotionally and also physically.
Thank God. Physically part, at least.
I will say, I am happy with my showing.
Oh yeah, your deck definitely did exactly what it's meant to do, and it did it very well. Your deck showcased itself in all ways. It slowed the game down to a halt. I think, like I said, I think the dueling grounds helped, and I know Grey killing my growing rights helped, because I could have done a lot more early game and presented a lot more potential threat if I had.
Oh hey, I can vote for my favorite opponent.
Your favorite opponent? Well, the one who killed you, right? Okay, Grey. Year ago. Remember, Praetor Gaming does not offer free counseling for streamers. What X2 said. Full combat. Each player chooses a creature or can't cast creature spells. What, sir? Okay. I guess I choose that one. I think of them, that's the one to choose. It doesn't currently do anything, but it's there.
So I never actually had a chance to play it, but I kind of wish that your growing rights stuck around, because the one card in my hand that you never got to see was Dampening Sphere.
What's that do? Does it? Oh, it makes it where it only taps for one, right?
Yeah, if a land would tap for more than would tap for 2 or more mana, instead taps for a single colorless.
And for every spell you cast after the first, cost 1 more to cast.
Yep.
Yeah, that would have been sad. But at least it still would have been 1 more mana that I would have had.
True. Plus, just the second half is good if I don't have Rule of Law out.
Isocon Scepter, uh-oh. Takes remain.
Let's see what kind of nonsense Roundtable puts under the scepter.
Probably like a counter spell or something.
Dramatic Reversal.
Currently, not. It doesn't plus mana, right?
It's currently mana neutral.
It's mana neutral, which means I can have an infinitely large Shuyun.
Is it dramatic reversal?
So the gamble is whether or not you draw removal for my scepter if I pump Shuyun, attack Grey, since I said I wouldn't attack you. Or whether or not...
Oh, you do have reversal? That's crazy if you have both.
Yeah, I have dramatic reversal.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well.
Technically means I don't need to waste mana giving him double strike.
That is what it means.
Also, I believe the way Icecrown is worded, you cast the copy.
Yeah,
So it should flip Primal Amulet.
Oh yeah, that will eventually flip Primal Amulet.
And he gets the loot every time he does.
Yeah, so this looks like a way to just kill everyone.
I mean, he can only kill one of us this turn.
Well, to be fair, I did say I would not attack you, but that doesn't mean if I loot my way into an Aetherflux reservoir, that I would not point it at your face.
Well, seeing as you can loot infinitely, you're going to get there eventually.
Yeah, technically you could just loot for Aetherflux.
Or Chandra's Ignition, if that's in the deck.
It was not, but that probably would have been a good idea. Like I said, I didn't tune the deck like I wanted to. Oh, hey.
First card off the top.
No, this is something different, but it'll work.
The first turn the Stacks deck isn't here, Round Table kills everyone.
I mean, granted, I think he kills everyone with Isochron Dramatic Reversal combo anyway, doesn't he?
He's casting the copy. Even if he's not paying its normal mana cost, he still has to pay the tax. So he would need 5 artifacts he would need 5 mana in artifacts for it to be mana neutral.
Can someone explain to me why the game won't let me cast my Planeswalker?
You cannot cast Planeswalkers or creatures because of single combat.
Yeah, single combat.
Oh, single combat. Okay, then I have to keep digging. Sorry, I drew Ral, and Ral would have just blew everybody up.
Yep, Ral Zarek would have killed everyone too.
Thank you for the reminder. I forgot about single combat. If I remembered, I probably would have just discarded the Ral.
Well, you got another chance here to do it. Is this what we're doing, though, or are you just digging for Aetherflux to win?
I have Aetherflux and at least, Sphinx Will Mons in the graveyard, but I do have Aetherflux, so I can just dig for Aetherflux.
How long have you had Dramatic Reversal Scepter in hand?
Turn 3.
And just the entire time you've been staring at my tax effects and saying...
Well, I mean, he may have not had the Talisman and the Signet, because without them, then...
Actually, the Talisman and the Signet weren't until way later.
See? So without the Talisman and the Signet, it doesn't work. He needs at least 2 for it to work.
Oh, plus the... you would have had to wait a turn anyways because of the enchantment, whose name I'm forgetting. Why am I so bad at this? The Extort enchantment, because it makes artifacts under-tapped.
I mean, I guess the one reason for sitting through this is if Aetherflux is in the bottom, like, so many cards of his deck, he can't actually kill us.
That's true.
But so there is a chance that he whiffs.
Is there?
I'm now mana positive. Yeah, if it's like one of the last like 5 cards, I won't be able to generate enough life to Aetherflux to actually kill Phyrexian in time.
Yeah.
Why not? Drawing a card is a May.
Yeah, it is a May.
Oh yeah. Okay, never mind.
And making the Dramatic Reversal copies counts as casting a spell for Aetherflux.
I didn't realize the Jeskai Ascendancy.
Yep.
Fair. I'm even sitting here like waiting on it, and I forgot about that.
Hey. Well, kill Gray and then I'll concede.
Oh yeah, I suppose I can attack him and then
I'll concede the infinite combo shenanigans.
See, you were saying I was slowing the game down when I was really the only one protecting you all.
Nah, you were slowing the game down.
Actually, as much that I couldn't cast spells because of all your attacks effects, they're probably the only reason I was alive long enough to do this.
I was protecting everyone from everyone else.
No, Dueling Ground is the reason a lot of people are alive. To be honest, it was great that kept a lot of you alive longer.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't anything that Aethez was doing that was keeping me from actually hitting Aethez. It was Dueling Grounds that was keeping me from hitting Aethez.
Oh yeah, no, you would have been hitting me for a lot more damage.
Yeah.
But Dueling Grounds is just like, you can only do it with one creature at a time, and all of my effects were saying, hey, you can't actually cast anything relevant.
I mean, I could have cast Hell Rider or Hellkite Charger. It's like, okay, I can cast them, and then I can swing
now I
with
have
them.
a 5/5 dragon that's entering the battlefield tapped.
That's entering the battlefield tapped, and can only be the one creature swinging next turn.
Ironically, Mystic Sanctuary for no value. I didn't. Oh god, I just fucked up.
You have no cards in hand.
I had clicked the Mystic Sanctuary, then I remembered it puts it on top, so I was just gonna have to loot away whatever it drew anyway. So yeah, I just fucked up.
Well, let's see if because of your in one turn if I can win, and if not, you win anyway. I don't think I can win in one turn.
My original thought was to put my X spell on top of my deck.
Oh, actually, I can. Irony. The card I drew, the fact that it has haste, means I can actually win this turn. I think. Oh, no. Single combat is still in effect, even though Gray is dead.
Because he just generated a global effect. Thank God. I was like, wait. Can he cast spells now?
I can cast spells. I just can't cast creature spells.
Would single combat go away?
That is a good question.
Because it's supposed to be at the beginning of his next turn, right?
Yes,
at the end of his next turn.
Until the end of Grey Cloud's next turn. So, that might be a glitch.
So it'll either be gone on Roundtable's turn, or it technically never goes away.
That's something. Somebody Google that. Like, I'm very curious now.
I'm assuming it probably goes away.
Again,
just before Roundtable's
take the
turn.
time to Google it. If you passed your turn, it'll go through, and we'll find out if it's actually glitched.
Yeah, but I want to know if it should have disappeared when he died.
I'm looking it up right now.
Like if the effect should have been gone when he died because it's not the end of his turn can't happen.
In a multiplayer game, if you leave the game after single combat resolves, but before your next turn begins, its effect lasts until your next turn would have begun. It never expires indefinitely or lasts indefinitely.
Okay. So it is working exactly as it's intended.
Okay.
I mean,
unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do a game 2.
oh, that's fine.
I am sad, though, that I wasn't able to play the one thing I was really hoping to in this deck, and that was casting Draneth Magistrate and Knowledge Pool. Because everyone likes Knowledge Pool locks, right?
I'll just show what I did have if I could have cast Urabrask, but I'm one power short otherwise.
I live with 9 infect, huh?
Yep, I'm put 9 infect on you though. Also, if I just had more mana, then I could have just done it and paid to untap. But I think I was short. Oh nope, I miscounted. I think nope, I only have 11. Yeah, I didn't miscount. Right? Or no, I only needed 11. Oh, I could have killed you. You could have killed me last turn though. So I mean, you could have killed me if you hadn't screwed up. I could have killed you if I hadn't screwed up.
Tons on both sides.
I could have triumphed on Hellkite Charger. I thought I was 1 mana short. I thought I only had. Oh no, I do. I only have 10. No, I miscounted my lands. Yeah, I only have 10. I was 1 short. I was 1 mana short and
So
1 power short.
So you could have killed him if I hadn't taxed your land search.
Yeah, if that Into the North hadn't. No, yeah, we're done. Yeah, I mean, You can not screw up this time, or you can just kill me with your creature. I mean, yeah, we're done. Well, if you enjoyed that, I mean, the decks I think were interesting, but
I'm happy.
the game kind of
did what I
drawn
came
into a
to
combo,
do.
like dragged on into a combo finish. So I don't know if that's what you're into. You got what you came for, and if not, well, it's not the way it normally is. We did the random commander thing, and next week we'll be back to just playing the commanders that we feel in our hearts are best. So we don't know who that is.
I promise, if I am playing next week, I won't be bringing stacks.
Well, no, you wouldn't be allowed to on normal. We don't usually allow normal weeks, like hardcore stacks. Like, you were very, very hardcore stacks. You've played that Limvala deck before, but that one wasn't like, you weren't all in on stacks in that one.
Yeah, no, that one was more like, I've got a couple stacks effects, but also I just have a bunch of big dumb angels.
All right, well. Sorry, did the wrong thing. Since we don't have the time for the game 2, we'll call it a night for tonight. And thanks everybody for watching. And if you're watching on the YouTubes, definitely like, comment, subscribe on the video, and check out some of our other videos while you're around. We should have lots of 3DH videos up now, and new ones getting posted every week. So definitely be looking for those. Come join us for stream. We do it every Thursday night at 8:30 EST. So come check it out. That's all I got. Roundtable, you got anything?
Nope. It was nice to do something a little different, and it took a while, but it actually got there.
Gray Cloud, what you got?
Not a whole lot.
And Athez, you dirty
Remember,
stacks player.
kids, pay your taxes.
Yeah, that's what I figured that was coming. All right, guys, have a great night. Thanks. Bye.